Hello guys, today I'll be reviewing the new Static X album, Project Regeneration, Volume 1. And this was an album that I was really anticipating because Static X was a band that I really enjoyed when I was younger, especially in middle school, which was when I got into them. Start of War was the first album that I heard in full from these guys. I believe The Only was the first song I heard, and then I decided to check out their album Start of War because I remember going to Hastings and seeing the CD and thought the album cover was kind of cool, so I went ahead and bought it and went home and listened to it, and the rest is history. But yeah, definitely a great band. I think they're kind of underrated, and I wish they got more attention from rock and metal fans. Other bands I can think of that deserve more attention, in my opinion, are Fear Factory, Faith No More, and many others. But anyways, let's go ahead and dive into the album. The album starts off with Regeneration, which is a short electronic / industrial intro track, and this leads into Hollow, which is of course the first single, and it's short / straight to the point, and overall it's a catchy song, especially the chorus. I think the chorus is pretty catchy, and overall it's not a bad choice for a first single, and overall I think it's a solid song. But next we have the song Worth Dying For, and this is maybe one of my favorites on the album. It's just one of those songs that's just getting better and better with each listen, and I'm just loving it more and more. But to me, it feels like a mix between Shadow Zone and Start of War, something you'd hear from those albums. And I also really like the chorus too, maybe one of my favorite choruses on the album. But yeah, again, definitely one of my favorites on the album. Next we have Terminator Oscillator, and with this song, it's a more aggressive song on the album. I really like the aggressive vocals, and I think the chorus is really catchy. But yeah, maybe one of my favorites. I'm not sure, I'm still thinking about it, but either way, I still think it's a pretty good song. But next we have the song All These Years. This was the second single on the album, and it's a bit more slower, at least in the verses, and lyrically it feels a bit more reflective in a way. Now I could be totally wrong about the lyrics, but feel free to let me know what the lyrics are about in the comment section below if you know. But overall, I think it's another solid song on the album. But next we have the song Accelerate, and with this song, I just really like the riffs in this song. I mean, the riffs really grip you in this song, and I really like the chorus too. But yeah, this is maybe one of my favorites on the album. Yes, it is short, and I do wish it was a bit longer, but either way, I still think it's a really good song overall. But next we have the song Bring You Down, and this was written during the Start of War sessions, and you can definitely hear that with the riffs. But yeah, not one of my favorites on the album, but I do like it overall. But next we have the song My Destruction, which is maybe one of the heaviest songs on the album. The growls, the screams. I mean, this song definitely packs a punch, especially with some of the riffs. And this, overall, I think it's a pretty fun song to listen to, and it's another song on the album that gets better and better the more you listen to it. But next we have the song Something of My Own. And with this song, it kind of reminds me of something you'd hear from Shadow Zone. Maybe a little bit of Machine, but definitely Shadow Zone, at least in my opinion. But yeah, I can definitely hear that with some of the riffs and even some of the clean vocals too. But yeah, not one of my favorites on the album, but I do like it though. It does get better with each listen though. But next we have the song Otsego Placebo, and I'm glad they made another Placebo song for this album. With this song, it's maybe one of my favorites on the album, maybe top 3. I don't know. I'm really digging this song. I really like the aggression, and it has maybe one of my favorite choruses on the album too. But yeah, again, it's a pretty good song, and it's one of my favorites. But next we have the song Follow, and with this song, I think my favorite part of the song is probably the chorus. It's just really catchy, and I like how upbeat the verses are too. But overall, it's not one of my favorites on the album, but I will say that does get better with each listen, kind of like with Something of My Own. But next we have the song Dead Souls, and if I heard correctly, Tony said this was one of his favorites on the album, and I can definitely understand why. It's definitely one of the more unique songs of the album. It kind of has its own vibe. It's a slower song and has some dark vibes to it, and you get some guest vocals from Al of the band Ministry. Now, Ministry is a band that I know a little bit about. I do know them, but I don't listen to them, so maybe I'll have to dive deeper into them sometime, maybe. But Dead Souls, I think it's a pretty good song and not a bad choice for an album closer. But, anyways, if I had to rate this album, I'd have to probably give it either an 8.5 or a 9 out of 10. I'm jumping between those two scores, but yeah, I'm really enjoying this album. It's getting better and better with each listen, and overall, I'm pleased with this release, and I think fans won't be disappointed. But yeah, if you haven't heard it already, definitely check it out. It's already on YouTube now. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on the album. Do you love it? Do you hate it? And all that good stuff. But anyways, thanks for watching. Have a nice day and take care.